What's up, YouTube people? Today I am here with
Nathan.
And we are going to ask him all about his life in Krakow, Poland. All right, so Nathan, I have a few questions. First off, how in the world did you end up in Poland? How long have you been here? Just tell me about like your road to Krakow.
I've been in Poland now for a year and a half, and I originally have been living in Western Europe before coming here. And I'm also originally from Los Angeles, California. And I actually came to Poland kind of randomly. I just wanted to experience a new place, something that's kind of exotic for me. And yeah, I just randomly decided to buy a plane ticket and move here.
So how long was that? Did you just wake up? Okay, so tell me about the time period between I woke up, I want to go to Poland, and then you actually arrived in Poland.
Okay, so I was living in Spain. I was living in Madrid, Spain before I moved to Poland. And I was working there for about a year. And I decided, after my contract ended, I was like, okay, I want to stay in Europe, but it's kind of difficult to stay in Western European countries with the whole visa process, and it's really expensive. So I was like, where can I go in Europe that's relatively cheap and a place that's really different from anything that I've ever experienced?
Poland.
And I had visited Poland. I visited Poland, yeah, like in the summer with my one of my best friends, and we really liked it. And I was like, you know what? Let me buy a ticket and move there. Okay. So that's basically it. Nothing really, yeah.
And are you doing the same type of stuff, like the same type of work that you were doing in Madrid before?
No.
Okay, can you tell me a bit about that?
When I was living in Madrid, I was working for a Spanish company.
Okay.
And I was doing marketing and copywriting for this company. And then I decided when my contract ended with them, I was like, I want to kind of create my own company and also figure out a way to like venture out and just do my own thing. So what I started doing was teaching English online, which is the best way, in my opinion, right now as a American to just be able to travel the world and earn money while just working online. So that's what I did, and now I'm creating my own company at the same time.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So I have a question, because a lot of people ask, you know, what kind of I actually recently got an email asking, you know, like, what did I study in college, because the young lady she also wanted to like follow the same route, teach abroad. And honestly, depending on where you go, like it doesn't really matter what your degree is in.
No,
at all. So like I would say majority of the places, unless you're going to like the Middle East, right? That's when
it gets really strict. Yeah.
But so tell us, what is your background, like your?
So first of all, my degree is not even from America. My degree is from France. Yeah. Okay. I studied international business, and yeah, I mean, you don't need international business to teach English, but it's a plus. So yeah, I didn't even have a teaching certificate when I started teaching online. I didn't even have experience really. I just was like, I need to survive out here. I want to stay out, you know, live abroad and make money. So let me try and teach English. And I ended up falling in love with it actually. So it all worked out.
And when you considered going to Poland, exotic as it may be for you, did you have any hesitation whatsoever? And if so, what kind of research did you do to like ease that hesitation?
Moving to Poland, like I knew what I was going to get into moving here. I didn't, you know, come here thinking it was going to be daisies and
puppies and roses.
You know all that. Yeah. I'm realistic, and when I move someplace, I do a lot of research. You know, just simple Google, YouTube videos, this and that. But that was basically it. I mean, I didn't have that much to go off of because I didn't know any other Black people living here at the time. So I decided I was gonna just have to make my own experience, and now we're here.
Right. So. Okay. And you made a good point. Like, I I mean, you helped me because I originally got the job in Krakow.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to move to Poland. So the first thing you Google is Black in Poland on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't see a lot of videos.
Yeah.
I saw, what's his name? Luke Like Charms, I believe his YouTube channel is. But he lives in France, I think. I think he plays ball in France.
Yeah, but he loves Poland.
He loves Poland.
Yeah.
So when he gets a chance, I think he
comes here a lot.
Yeah.
He comes here a lot.
So I was watching his videos. I saw another girl. I think her name was Zandy. Oh gosh, I'll post a link to her channel in the comments. But just things that helped me when I was looking. And then I got on Facebook and we were in Brothers and Sisters of South Korea together.
That's how. There we go.
And I contacted another lady, but she lived in Prague because I was originally thinking about going to Prague. So I hit her up, but she had also visited Poland.
Okay.
A few other people. So yeah, like you really, if you can't just say, or if you have any hesitation, don't just say, okay, well, I don't know anybody over there. You better get on Facebook and make a friend.
Get on Facebook. There we go. That's the thing I forgot. Facebook is like crucial. If you want to live abroad, if you want to go anywhere, get into Facebook groups. Facebook groups have helped me discover so much information that if I did not belong to any of these expat Facebook groups, I would have been lost. So
I just realized I've been looking at the wrong camera the whole time.
But
it's gonna be okay. We're gonna keep rolling. All right. I know it's not. Okay. But yeah, so, and one of the things that you told me, because I think I just got the job in Krakow, I messaged Nathan and I said, well, yeah, I just got the job in Krakow. And I think you said you don't want to go to Warsaw. I don't remember what I said exactly, but everything was set in stone. And he was just like, go to Warsaw.
Yeah.
So what was can you tell me why you were pushing me to go to Warsaw instead of coming to Krakow?
I mean, I as well, like, when I originally moved to Poland, I just was like, I'm going to move to Krakow because that's the only city that I knew of at the time. And, I mean, living in Krakow, I think it's a nice city. It's cute. It's really beautiful. It's charming. But when it comes to if you are somebody who's used to maybe a big city type of life, if you need diversity, if you are Black and you need some hair products, you need to get your hair did, then you need to go to Warsaw because I live in Krakow and I have to take a 3-hour train just to get a haircut. So, I mean, if you just want that kind of easier adjustment to moving to Poland, Warsaw is the best place in my opinion. So,
speaking of the hair products and stuff, I think I remember you told me something about
shop.
Okay.
It's called the African Shop.
That's what it's called. Okay. Okay, so I need to go to the African Shop. But my question is, so can I get a blowout?
At the African Shop, no, but you need to. There are I know some women in Warsaw who can do. Okay,
because I knew I could get braids and stuff. Because I saw another YouTuber's channel, and man, I wish I could remember the names, but she was just talking about the price for a blowout. It was the price of something.
It's expensive.
Yeah. Okay. It was either the price for braids or a price for a blowout or something like that, and all I want is a trim. Okay. I'm in desperate need. Okay. Okay, so
you might have to fly to Berlin to get that. I'm not even joking. Like, you might have to fly.
Rochelle was back there. Rochelle and I, no lie, what was it, the day? We're looking up, like, how much does it cost to get to London?
Cheaper. It might be cheaper, like, no lie.
So I can get my hair done.
It might be cheaper, like,
Okay, so that's, yeah, because even I did a live stream yesterday at Vavel Castle, and people were asking, like, what do you do about your hair products? I mean, yeah, we were supposed to be talking about the castle, but it turned into, like, what do you do about your hair? And, you know, I just bring so much stuff with me. Have you used Amazon? Amazon ships to Poland, right?
They do, and I did, and it was expensive. It was too expensive. So.
Did you use third-party shippers, or, like...
I don't know. I just ordered. I can't remember. I need to get my soaps and my conditioners and my shampoos. And after one order, I was like, that was too expensive. So
okay,
no.
Okay, well that's good
But
to know.
I don't know if you know, but what was it? Miss, what was it? Miss Poland? Miss something like.
Black.
Yeah, you know her.
I look.
Her name is OC.
Tell me more about it because I heard something, and when I googled it, I couldn't find it.
Well, I can't remember what she won. She won Miss Poland or something. And she's completely black. She's Nigerian and Polish. She was raised here, born here. I'm sorry. She was born in Poland, and her brother as well is one of the champion boxers of Poland as well.
Interesting.
So, yeah, and also there's like some other black celebrities in Warsaw.
Mm-hmm.
These were the people that as well. I was like, if they are living in Warsaw,
Living
there's also Harry. You have to go to Harry for your blowout. Do you know Harry?
Mm-mm.
He's a black stylist in Warsaw. I'm doing some am I doing like a PR here?
People need to know. Okay,
So I know Harry. He does all like the black celebrities and stuff in Warsaw. You need to check him out. So
okay, I wonder how much Harry gonna charge me though.
Probably expensive.
So like I get comments asking like, do I get stairs in Poland, right?
Okay.
And nothing compares to Korea in my experience because it's a different kind of stare.
There we go. Okay, that one.
It's
true.
Yeah, but I haven't gotten that many. But I'm also living in my own little bubble in Warsaw. Like I go to this bar, I go to work, I go to this mall, and I go home.
That's my life here. Yeah.
So I really can't say like the first weekend I noticed some stares, but then was I being paranoid because it was my first?
Stares? Tell me.
It was like from women, but I couldn't.
I knew it would be like that.
I couldn't, but it was only like 2. And I don't want to say that, I get stared at in Poland because I've had some very, very nice encounters in Poland, especially like my students. I actually had a student, I'll tell you about this one particular student, but overall, like they knew that I was new to Warsaw. They wanted to know how I was adjusting, how I was being treated. And I remember one lady, as I was trying to get my Uber after class, she stopped me and we just started talking, and she wanted to know like, was I having any issues in Warsaw, because she knows like how older generations can be, how just some people can be. Yeah. And I thought to myself, like, if they're really, for the issues that Poland is, the reputation that they have as far as how they treat outsiders, like, I didn't expect that kind of reaction or that kind, that from any of my students. And so I remember I told my mama about it, and I was like, Mama, she didn't have to go out her way to just really check up on me and see how I was doing. And that kind of behavior is repeated. I saw that over and over again from my students.
Like, for me, I'm leaving Poland soon, but I really actually like Poland. Like, a lot of people are surprised when I tell them, like, I really like Poland. Polish people are surprised when I tell them I really like Poland. And when I tell them I think Polish people are really warm and really kind, because in my experience as well, I've been here for 1.5 years, and I've met a lot of really warm-hearted, helpful Polish people. And, I mean, for me, they cancel out the individuals.
They totally cancel out over and over again.
That have been, kind of aggressive. And it's funny that you said that it's the women so far in your experience who've kind of given you some stares. I thought it would be like that for you. I thought for a black woman coming to Poland, you would get the stares from the women, and then being a black man, I get the aggressive stares from the men.
Okay.
That's really been my experience. Like, with older Polish men, sometimes the stares can be, it's like this aggressive stare. Like, they don't do anything, they don't say anything, but it's this aggressive kind of stare I get. And it's just like, after a while, you just know, like,
let me go this way.
Like, I'm a turn.
It hasn't been like that. It hasn't been and that's what I wanted to ask you. Like, the difference between, what do you think would be the different experiences? I mean, everybody's going to have their own experience, but you had some expectations for me as a woman coming to Poland. So what would you think the differences would be, a black man coming to Poland, a black woman coming to Poland, besides getting stares from the opposite or the same sexes?
for that, I'm not quite sure what. Besides stairs, I don't really know what else could happen. What other treatment? Like, I feel like it's gonna be people either like you or they don't, or yeah, I think it's just as simple as that. Yeah, just regarding gender, I feel like women are gonna be more comfortable being more aggressive to other women versus, you know, a man being more aggressive to women, which can happen, but yeah, I think you know what I'm trying to say. So yeah,
and yeah, I hope for anybody who's interested in coming to Poland or just going anywhere, interested in going anywhere that's, you know, majority, like, so homogenous, such as Poland, that there's going to be some instances, there's going to be some people that don't want you there, but that's anywhere you go. I mean, hell, that's in South Carolina.
Exactly, yeah, like, it can be anywhere. It can be anywhere. And that's also, like, what I also want to tell people, like, don't allow fear, especially if you're black. Can I tell them I'm gay?
If you want to.
Oh, okay. So, alright. I don't know, it's your channel, I don't know what you want. But anyways, I mean, it's obvious. But, hello! So anyways, like I was saying, something that I really want to tell people is don't allow fear to keep you from traveling or moving abroad. I mean, me, I'm black, I'm gay, I'm like a double minority, and I'm living in Poland. And still, I mean, I've been here, I don't even want to leave really. But don't allow any type of fear to stop you from doing anything you want to do in life. Because people are just going to do what they want to do. And you just got to keep on living.
You better say that. You better say that. It's going to make me sip this tea. But it's too hot. It's still so hot. Okay. You said really stood out, and that was that you're a double minority. So I have to ask, how has dating life been for you in Poland?
That's a fun topic. Dating life has been fun in Poland. Really, really fun, actually. You know, it's not the most LGBT friendly country in the world, but my experience here has been both good and bad. I met my second boyfriend here in Poland, and he's one of the most amazing guys I've ever met. And even that other Polish guys I've met here have been, they've been really sweet, they've been really nice. Okay. Obviously, the only thing that is hard, I think, even just about being black when you're dating in a predominantly other country, you know, you have to kind of deal with getting fetishized.
That's a word.
And
that's a thing.
And that's one of the hard things that can happen, whether you're gay or straight or whatever. But yeah, besides that, I mean, I've had good experiences. Do I want to talk about that?
I don't know what it is. How did y'all meet?
Oh, my ex-boyfriend? We met on Tinder.
Okay.
Yeah, we met
Tinder worked for somebody.
It did, actually. It did.
So Nathan, it's so good to finally meet you.
Yeah.
Because we've
chatted
since summer.
Yeah, wow, oh my gosh.
And this was the first time that I've met him, so thank you so much for helping me. I know that it will help people wherever you are interested in going, okay? Whether it's Poland, whether it's Spain, France, wherever you want to go. Just don't be afraid to try something new just because it's not the norm for what's around you, okay? So, yeah, that's it. We about to go get some sushi. All right? Bye.
Bye, everyone.